Hey guys, I am Pixel Dan, and today we're going to be checking out the Masters of the Universe Origins Kobra Khan. Yes, the rise of the Snake Men is here, as indicated by this new refresh of the Origins packaging. So it still has that vintage look to it with the red bursting rocks, but now we've got the Snake Men logo peering from behind the Masters logo, a cool snake skin effect up there, and we've got a Snake Men sticker on the blister bubble. And this is following the idea that Kobra Khan is one of the Snake Men. Of course, longtime fans know that that's always been one of those is he, isn't he things, because he was originally listed as one of the evil warriors with Skeletor, then kind of retconned into the Snake Men later on, so there's been the, idea that he's a spy or whatever. So anyway, yeah, Kobra Khan is here with the Snake Men for this new lineup. If we look at the backside of the packaging, you can see our cross-sell showing all of our figures in this particular wave, as well as our action feature call-out, and then up above that, we've got some gorgeous new artwork featuring Kobra Khan spitting acid towards Thunder Punch He-Man and Extendar. Love the character selection we always see on these amazing cross-sells here. This artwork is absolutely gorgeous. But let's go ahead and get Kobra Khan pulled out of the packaging, and we will get a closer look at him. Alright, before we get to the figure itself, it's worth mentioning he does come packaged with a brand new mini comic featuring Boltman, Kobra Khan, Rattler on there. This, of course, comes with all three of those, as well as Snake Armor He-Man. So, brand new mini comic. I have the international version, so no word bubbles, unfortunately. But still, nice little pack-in bonus. Love seeing the artwork there. So let's go ahead and take a look at Kobra Khan here. He was always one of my favorites from the vintage line. I loved playing with him as a kid. But of course, it was all down to the action feature, which is something that has been removed from this figure. And that's one of those things that I'm totally torn on, because I understand why it was removed, probably for the better. But man, I just love that mist effect. The original one, you would pop the head off, you could fill the body with water, and then the head would just have this cool mist effect where you'd pump the head and it would spray mist out. But this particular version just went for the standard action figure with all of the articulation that you would know from Origins, and that's probably one of those things where they had to look and try to make as many people as happy as they could. They couldn't make everybody happy. This is probably the right call, so I'm not going to fault them for that. I'll just say that I do miss that action feature. It is kind of neat the way they did it, though, because, the body there, the torso, is still made of, this glossy plastic, and you can see, of course, he's got, this original body because it's modeled after the vintage one there, so he doesn't just have the standard muscular body. Bit of some paint scuffing on there, which is unfortunate. You can see some of the brown chipping away there. But it's interesting that the body is still that glossy plastic, while the arms are a flat plastic, and I have to think that that was done by design because they're kind of trying to mimic the way the vintage one looked. The vintage one, of course, had that glossy hard plastic body because of the action feature, so they must have decided that that was part of his look, and that's why they went that route. You can see the forearms there are really interesting because it does look like, while it does got the bumps, the ridges on there, it also has hair sculpted on there, which is really interesting. And then, of course, he does have the Skeletor style feet down here as well. And then the head looks just like that vintage one. Even has the shape of the mouth like it has the misting effect. But they included a different action feature instead, being this little removable acid spray. So that's where they kind of, still gave us his feature, kind of. Instead of misting with water, you can now plug this into the little socket in his mouth, and you can have him spraying this kind of translucent-y green acid spit. It's okay. I don't know if this is the way I would pose him on my shelf, but still, I think it's a fun little bonus, and it's a nice little addition to kind of pay homage to the vintage action feature there. So all the articulation is exactly what you would expect. That head is still on a ball joint, still removable. You can see the neck. All of that is very unique on this particular figure, but same style ball joint still. The arms go upwards, forwards, backwards, swivel at the elbow, bends at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, hinges at the wrist. The waist can turn left and right, and yes, you can still remove the torso there. See, all of that is something that you wouldn't have if he still had the mechanism in there for spraying water. You got the legs that go outwards, forwards, backwards, swivel at the knee, bend at the knee, swivel at the boot, and then the ankles can move forwards, backwards, and rock side to side. All nice, tight articulation. I love the way this guy looks. Looks a lot like the vintage one, and I always appreciated the vintage Kobra Khan. And of course, he does come with one accessory in the form of the red blaster, the Zodak blaster, just like our vintage action figure. All right, guys, it's comparison time. Let's go ahead and stand this guy alongside his vintage action figure counterpart so you can see these guys side by side. You can see the similarities with the overall designs, just of course with the added articulation on the new figure. And there you go, my friends. That is a look at Kobra Khan. Now, all in all, I do like this guy. I think he's really nice. Like I said, I like the vintage one. He does a great job of capturing the look of the vintage one. But with that water spraying feature, you know, with Snout Spout, they still found a way to make it work, albeit they had to use a backpack, and they made him a deluxe figure. So maybe that couldn't really work with Kobra Khan, because you don't want an extra backpack or anything out there. But maybe making him a deluxe figure would have been pretty cool. It would have been neat to give him a bonus head with the hooded head on there, like the Cobra hood. And I know they're doing that for the Camo Khan version of this character that's coming out. I think maybe they just wanted to leave it exclusive to that. But I don't know, just kind of thinking out loud, some things that would have been cool to see included with this guy. But nonetheless, he is hitting stores right now with the current Rise of the Snake Men wave. I ordered mine through BigBadToyStore.com. Thank you guys so very much for watching this video, and until next time.